Hello and welcome. Today is May 9th, 2025. Right now across the United States, relatively quiet. I know I keep on saying that, but right now as I'm making this video, it just is. Our biggest concernings is just a bunch of red flag warnings up here in North Dakota, as well as some heat advisories across California, mainly along the Pacific coast. We do have some flooding still going on here in the south, and flooding also going on in the northeast too, with those flood watches. The country right now, it's a little bit mixed. So we actually have two areas of slight risk. We have one over here in southeast Virginia and northeastern North Carolina, right around the Norfolk area. And then we also have one down here in the southeast. So Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina. So anywhere from Jackson, Melbourne, Daytona Beach, Savannah, Georgia, maybe up to Charleston, South Carolina as well. And then we do have that marginal risk going all the way up to Maryland from New Orleans, as well as the Panhandle, most of Florida, and like southern Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, the eastern half of the Carolinas, and Virginia. A lot of that stuff is going to be seeing severe weather. Now, here's something actually interesting for this whole outbreak scenario. So, for wind, we could see that both of these areas are going to have slight risk of wind. But if we go to hail, we could see that the area near Norfolk, Virginia, actually only having that slight risk for hail, which is up to a 15% chance that large hail will happen within 25 miles of your location. But then for a tornado, this is going to be more of a problem in Florida, as we could see, so throughout the coast of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle, as well as a little bit of eastern Florida as well. We could be seeing some tornado action. I mean, we still could see some over here. Just a better, at least 2% chance that we see something over here. Day two, it's still a little mixed. We have two areas of marginal over here in Florida and southern Georgia, as well as over here in Montana. And then we also have general risk for the four corner states, and as well as North Dakota and Minnesota. Now, for climate, we could see that the eastern portion of the country, anywhere east of the Rocky Mountains, are definitely going to be seeing a heat wave for sure. So, especially around the Great Lakes region, we're going to probably be seeing the most heat. And anywhere west of the Rocky Mountains, we're probably going to be seeing much cooler temperatures. So, this will be, nice for folks over here who maybe want cold air because let me tell you, I am not a hot air guy. I'm not really a warm air guy. I just kind of want cooler air, specifically to be where I am. For preset, basically all of the country is going to be experiencing above average precipitation. We may have a little bit of drierness down in southern Texas here, but that's going to be basically about it. The 14 temperature, it does seem like that really anywhere east of the plains, I guess I could say Rocky Mountains again, will be experiencing cooler temperatures. Really, the Rocky Mountains and maybe like the Midwest, like upper Midwest, could see some cooler temperatures. Then it goes back to warmer temperatures over here in the West Coast. Again, for the 8 to 14 precipitation, most of the country is just going to be wetter than average, except the West Coast over here in Florida and just a little sliver of Texas. As for around the Norfolk area, we could see that there are some rain showers happening. You see, there are isolated storms, so those could produce large hail and damaging winds itself. Now, it's definitely going to be very quick. Like, it's going to be moving right on through. So it's not going to really be in effect for much longer over here. However, there are going to be some discrete storms that could still cause severe weather. We don't really see that significant tornado parameter. We're still seeing stuff down here by Florida and Charleston, South Carolina, as well as Savannah, Georgia. We're not going to really see anything up here in the north because, we're just going to have cooler temperatures up here. That's going to keep the warm air away for now. For the southeast, oh yeah, for sure, we're definitely going to be seeing more of the action stuff out here. I think most of the action for sure is definitely going to be here out in the ocean as well as the Gulf too. So stuff could still be, 1.0 along the coast here of the Atlantic or anywhere here in the panhandle of Florida, we still could see some action for sure, which is why they put that 2% stuff over here and that 2% stuff over here for tornadoes. Cape wise, for available energy, there's still going to be some energy around here. However, again, most of it is going to be offshore. So, places over here. We still could see 2000 Cape along the coast too, but most of that Cape is definitely going to be offshore as well. And then lastly, for the whole country, it is going to be, quiet besides the southeast and a little bit of the east coast over here. We're not going to be, seeing much. And then the west coast, we'll start seeing some snow action in the mountains and some rain action in the lowlands for sure. That, and then it'll start to spike up for sure, where a lot of the east coast and a lot of the Rocky Mountains are going to be experiencing weather, and then that's just gonna still continue on. And for the foreseeable future, we're definitely still going to be seeing quite the bit of rain. So it does not seem like it's going to be ending anytime soon. So definitely be able to subscribe to keep on with updates coming from me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.